Hi, so it's Paul from Sailing Cape Louise, and we're down at Brooklyn, Parsley Bay at Brooklyn, going for a few days up Cowan Creek, and we've got two Sharpies this time, a Sharpie 23 and a Sharpie 26.
Steve's also coming with his Iain Oughtred Fulmar.
And that is a Norwalk Islands Sharpie 26. That is a huge boat.
That is a monster of a boat.
My goodness.
Yes.
So that's a Sharpie 26.
It's a 26, yeah.
But one of our group seems to be missing his boat.
So Pete, where the hell is your boat?
Well, I was in the area and planned to join the sail, but chickened out at the last minute. More fool me.
I don't know, there is a bit of wind. you might have made a good decision, I don't know.
But judging the size and the quality of the boats here, I may have had trouble keeping up.
Well, I don't know. I always tend to think dinghies are faster. So this is Libby and Kim, and brother and sister in their Sharpie 23, which is a magnificent looking boat. This is only the third time you've rigged the boat, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Wow.
And for Kim, it's the first time.
Well, you seem to have got everything in the right spot.
We'll find out, won't we?
It'll become apparent.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking boat.
I think it's red.
Red on both sides.
It's this one. Yeah. That one there.
So you've got an electric outboard as well.
Yeah, it's brand new.
Pete's got one on his boat, but he didn't bring... I thought he was bringing his boat, but he was up here visiting his mum and he didn't bring his boat.
Yeah.
So he's regretting it now.
Yeah, I've been having a few issues with the main halyards, so.
Yeah. So do you crew on the James Craig, do you?
Yeah.
Because I crew on the Duyfken.
Oh, the Duyfken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've just been down to Hobart and back.
Yeah, same here. I Hobart back to Sydney.
Coming back, the sailing was great.
But yeah, that's what happens.
So we're out in the water at last. It's about 10:30. It's quite actually busy on the ramp for a Monday. Cloudy day. Not meant to get any rain today, but we'll soon see. There's a fair breeze, probably, I don't know, 6 knots, 7 knots, something like that.
The plan is to spend about 3 days exploring the Cowan Creek.
I've got a new hat with a stiffer brim because the other one was getting annoying. So hopefully I'll be able to keep this one a bit longer than a lot of my other hats. And I still haven't discovered what I've left behind yet, but I'm sure there's something. Wait and see. I think Steve's just adjusting his mainsail. And Cookie's over there just about to set his sails.
American designer Bruce Kirby came up with the Norfolk Islands Sharpie range, and besides this 26 and the 23, there's also a popular 18 and a 29, 31 and 43, though the 29 is the largest trailable. But that must be a challenge.
It's the end of April here, getting towards the end of April, and it's a little chilly when the sun goes behind the clouds. It's all right when the sun's out, but when it goes behind the clouds, it gets a little bit chilly. Yeah, it's a nice gentle sail. Tomorrow is a public holiday in Australia, so I think some people are taking a long weekend this weekend, today being Monday. Because there are quite a few boats out. You don't normally see this many on a Monday up here at Brooklyn. So we just had a nice lunch stop at Hallett's Beach. It's about 2 o'clock, so we're heading a bit further down. Might go to Castle Lagoon or Yeoman's Creek or something like that.
And we're joined by Phil and Brenda in their Sunmaid 20. They put in yesterday.
It's coming up to Cottage Point. So we're aiming for Smith's Creek tonight.
Seaplanes regularly fly from Sydney to the Cottage Point Inn restaurant. The flight takes about 20 minutes. And at the restaurant you get a 5-course meal. But the package will set you back $680 per person.
Almost got you, Jingy.
It's about dinner time, I think. It's almost 6:30, 7 o'clock. It is raining, which is a bit of a pain, but we had a really good sail today. Came out of Brooklyn, came all the way down here to Smith's Creek. It's not very sociable, really, because there's no beach here, so we can't actually get together unless we raft up. But we had a good sail today. Anyway, it's time for dinner. And tonight, yes, I'm going to have, because I forgot my frozen curry in the fridge. Yes, I did forget something. Pasta Sensations, which I've had many times before. It is very good, and it's a good way of taking food if you don't have a fridge. And I'm going to add some interesting pepperoni. Now, this is vegetarian, plant-based vegetarian pepperoni. Might not be good, I don't know, but I'm going to add some of that. And I've got some greens, because, you know, people have said I need to eat more greens. So I've got more greens here. More greens, yes. Hopefully it'll last a couple of days. I can't open it. Oh no, panic. So here's the vegetarian, what did I say it was? Salami, pepperoni, something like that. No idea what it's made from, no idea what it tastes like. And I'm going to add that to that. And that actually is pretty good. Now some people might say, especially my wife, that my cooking ability leaves a lot to be desired. But when you're on a boat and you don't have a fridge, dehydrated meals or whatever you can muster together works. It looks alright, and I think it's going to taste alright too. That's very good. I've had it before, but I haven't added stuff to it, and it definitely makes a difference. It was very nice indeed. I wish I hadn't forgotten my my vegetarian bolognese that was still in the freezer at home, but you know, I've got to forget something because that's part of life. Anyway, we had a great day's sail today, and hopefully we'll have a good day's sail tomorrow. I'll see you in the morning. Got the coffee on. There's a little bit of rain, I think. You can just hear it. It's a bit misty, which is always nice.
Had a pretty good night's sleep, but my airbed went down again. I thought I'd fixed a leak. Obviously I hadn't. Well, I do have foam mats underneath, but they're a bit hard, you know. Anyway, have a coffee, then some breakfast. So for breakfast, I think I'm going to have scrambled egg with mushrooms, some of the pepperoni, and a bit more of the rocket and spinach, just to make it look a bit healthier. Doesn't look a lot, but I think it's going to taste all right. And the mist has burnt off, and we've got blue skies, so hopefully with a bit of wind, we'll have another wonderful day.
It's surprisingly easy to launch and retrieve. And like I was in the water in 20, 30 minutes.
It's about 1 o'clock. It's been a bit of a frustrating morning. There wasn't a lot of wind around Cottage Point. It took us ages to get it out. We've just now come around the main point, and the wind's picked up a little bit here. Sharpies disappeared into the distance long ago. It's turning out to be a beautiful day. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There's no way we can get round to the basin today. I think the Sharpie has got around there. Phil, Steve and I have decided to head back. Probably America's Bay, because Hungry Beach is a bit too exposed. So now we're running all the way back and going like the clappers. So Patonga's up there, and you can see Phil and Steve turned around. Had to find a mooring, so we've come to Refuge Bay. We're on moorings, a nice quiet spot. So we've had some nice drinks aboard Redondo, Phil and Brenda's boat, and now I'm back on board and I'm going to cook dinner. It is only about 6:30, but you know, it is a bit chilly actually tonight. It is a bit cold. Anyway, tonight I'm going to have, always trying something different, Tuscan 7-veg soup, some noodles, and maybe something different, some butter beans.
a hearty meal.
Very hot. Well, it tastes all right. Quick and easy, 10 minutes.
It's about 8:30. I'm just listening to Steve playing his mouth organ. He's pretty good. It's been a good day's sail today, a long day. Very variable winds. But yeah, it's good. And tomorrow hopefully we'll get around to the basin and Pittwater if the wind's in the right direction. Well, good morning. Just about 7:30 in the morning. It was very foggy earlier on, but now it's clearing a bit. I'm just going to make some coffee. Just enjoying the peace of the morning. So for breakfast, I'm going to use the leftover pastrami, salami, whatever it is. My leftover butter beans, some mushrooms. I'm going to add the rest of the spinach and a couple of eggs. And it'll either be scrambled egg or something else. Now, you know how I always say it doesn't look like much? Well, it doesn't look like much, but it actually tastes quite nice. Actually, it's very nice. Well, we're off sailing. It's about 10:30 in the morning. Looks pretty bleak, to be honest. It's sort of like misty rain and about 3-4 knots maybe. Hopefully it'll pick up this afternoon. It's meant to be 10 knots this afternoon. It's meant to be sunny. Doesn't look very sunny to me. Anyway, we're back on the water and we're having a bit of a sail. What a difference a day makes. This is almost English weather. Well, they said 70% chance of no rain. We're obviously in the other 30%. There is blue sky behind this, so hopefully it'll pass. Well, at last we've got some wind. Unfortunately, it's brought more rain with it. It just died completely, and now it's picked up to maybe 4, 5 knots, something like that. So, yeah, completely different from yesterday. It's only us on the water, really. And Libby's catching up from behind. She's making great ground in that Sharpie 23. Very fast boat. I'm gonna go around there, hopefully. Yours is definitely a very fast boat.
We were on the motor coming up into the car.
Oh, were you? Well, the wind was terrible down there. At least it's picked up a bit.
Yeah, so what are the plans?
Well, we'll still see if we can get to the basin, if you like. Or stay over around that side somewhere or whatever, you know. Like, I didn't get your message till this morning because there was no phone coverage over there.
See you in person.
Yeah. Well, in between the showers, it's quite a nice sail. Could do with a bit more wind. It's dropped again. Goes between 2 knots and 6 knots. It keeps coming and going. Well, we're getting there. It's about nearly 2 o'clock. I think we will actually manage to get around to the basin, unless it dies completely. It's quite nice in between the showers. Well, after a very frustrating afternoon, the wind seems to have swung around. So now we're doing 3 or 4 knots. We're going all right. hope it keeps like this because it's getting on for 3:30. I was getting a bit concerned about actually getting to the basin before it gets dark. But if it keeps up like this, we should be all right. Probably half an hour, 40 minutes away. Here's the back of Barrenjoey. And that's the back of Palm Beach.
Time for some more photos of dinghy cruises from around the world.
It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. Just got up, just made a coffee. And yeah, so this is Pittwater, looking across towards Palm Beach from the basin. There's hundreds of moorings here, but of course most of them are empty in summer. This is absolutely packed. So I had a pretty good night. The wind did blow most of the night, but it's okay. So I'll have some breakfast and start our journey back, which hopefully won't be as frustrating as it was yesterday. Yesterday was very painful.
So we're just leaving the basin now. It's only about 9 o'clock in the morning. Got quite a big sail to get back. That's a good 5 knots breeze out here, maybe 5 or 6. Quite nice. Being a Thursday, there's nobody on the water, mind you, it is only 9 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, much better than yesterday. You know the really bizarre thing about this? I don't think I've ever sailed on Pittwater before where there hasn't been a million boats. It's quite strange. We are the only boat sailing. It's almost mystical. So we've made it up to the end of Pittwater and we're just going around West Head. Long islands out there. Glorious day. Sailing in autumn, it's fantastic. Thanks for watching Sailing Kate Louise. I've had a great few days up here at Cowan Creek and Pittwater with some lovely people. And as I always say, I'll see you on the water somewhere next time. And if you're interested in tall ships, check out my other channel on YouTube called Sailing Duyfken.